Come on in, come on in. This is Chrissy T, and I'm back with a recap of Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 5, Episode 19. You guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, leave a comment, and also engage. And it's free. You don't have to pay a dime. That's the best part about it. So let me go ahead and get started with the recap. So the episode begins with Amara. We finally find out who her secret collab is with, and it's none other than Safaree. So Amara tells Safaree that she regrets how things ended with them, and she still cares for him deeply, and she doesn't want to lose him completely. Girl, get rid of this loser completely, okay? So Safaree claims to feel the same way. He said he never stopped loving her. I don't think you ever started, if truth be told. You can't stop something you never started, sir. How can he say he loves her, yet looking in her face, knowing that he's withholding a secret? And it shows a lack of respect and integrity. Like, how can you sit here, feel comfortable looking her in the face, knowing that you're messing with her friend and not telling her? You don't love this girl in hell, and I doubt if you even like her. So Amara tells Safaree to keep their collab a secret and don't tell anyone. And we all know Safaree is good at keeping secrets. In the next scene, we see Brooke and Marcus, and they have a lot to catch up on. So Marcus spills the tea about his run-in with Ray J, and Brooke shares with him what the girls told her. So Marcus tells Brooke that Safaree is messing with his ex's friend, and he says that shows that he hasn't changed at all. Safaree hasn't changed one bit. And I do believe that it was a wise decision for Marcus to distance himself from Ray J and Safaree because their mindsets don't align with his. And him associating himself with them may have led him back to his old habits because Marcus has matured. He's mastered manhood and masculinity. Meanwhile, Safaree and Ray J, they're stuck in their boyish ways. They're plus 40 acting like 21-year-olds. Their mindset is like a 21-year-old, and it's sad. And they have daughters. Like, what example are y'all setting for y'all daughters? And I believe Ray J have a son. And what does he have to emulate from you? Like, what are you teaching him? You are a role model, and role modeling starts in your home first. Safaree and Ray J, man up and be a positive role model in your kids' lives, please. And I wonder how Safaree would feel if Amara hooked up with one of his homies. Because we know some men can't handle what they dish out. Anyway, Brooke tells Marcus that she invited both Amara and Eliza to her pajama party. And that's a disaster waiting to happen. And I think Safaree and Eliza, they are a perfect match for each other. And it makes me wonder, because Eliza is, sneaking behind her friend's back, did you really use a turkey baster to get knocked up by Future? What do y'all think? In the next scene, Zoey Brinxx is hitting the gym hard, honey. She is burning butter. She says she's almost done with her album and she needs to get ready for the promo shoot. So she wants to look her best. She wants to feel confident. And she confides in her friend and tells her friend that she's been struggling with her weight and her self-esteem. And she said it hurt her when Hot Topic throws shade at her for being overweight. And she said she gets depressed about it, especially being around negative people only makes her even more depressed. She goes on to say that her mentor, Big D, told her that her songs were trash and that made her doubt herself. I feel so bad for her because when you give people power over your confidence and your self-esteem, you end up looking for their validation, and that's not healthy. Zoey is a dope artist, and she should really feel proud of herself. And she shouldn't let others' opinions affect her self-esteem. And I know it's easier said than done. And her mentor, Big D or whatever, he gave her some pretty harsh criticism. He was trying to give constructive criticism, but it was just very rude. Constructive criticism is supposed to uplift and motivate, but he really diminished her confidence. And that's not constructive criticism at all. It was quite harsh. He's not a mentor. He's more of a critic. He didn't offer her any type of guidance, support, or encouragement. The feedback he gave her was very harsh. He told her her songs were trash and don't nobody want to listen to that shit. That's what he said. And I believe her wanting to lose weight is for acceptance and approval from other people. And you lose weight because you want to, lose weight because you want to feel good about yourself, but don't do it to please other people and look for their validation, because it's only going to create a cycle of dependence. Like when you're seeking validation from these other sources, they will disappoint you every time, because it's like you're repeatedly going and returning to the same well only to be disappointed. So validate yourself, Zoey. You are talented and beautiful. So in the next scene, Bobby Lytes, he's at his movie premiere and he runs into Estelita. Okay, she's in Miami to sort out some legal stuff after her sugar daddy, after her sugar daddy of 16 years passed away, honey. And she spills some tea on Amara. She said Amara ghosted her. That's on brand for Amara. She does that very well. Estelita also says she smashed Safaree too, child. I'm starting to think that Safaree is being passed around. Like, seriously, he is being passed around to all the women on the show because he has smashed everybody. Mark my words. Gaelle will be next. The next person that he smashes will be Gaelle. Mark my words. So Bobby decided to invite Estelita to Brooke's pajama bash so that she can hash things out with Amara. So in the next scene, we see Zoey Brinxx. She's at her video shoot where she runs into Big D. So he praises her video and said it was dope. So she tells him that she didn't like his feedback that he had given her as far as the album. And she thinks he was being real mean about it and not helpful. I agree. And her song was about feeling free and expressing herself and being liberated. And he didn't like it. He said it was trash and nobody wants to listen to it. Don't speak for us. Let us determine whether or not we want to listen to it. But she said that he could have been nice about it. And I agree. So she ends up cussing his ass out again. Honey, this is the second time she had to cuss his ass out. It's time for you to cut him off. So in the next scene, we see Shay. She goes to Flo salon. Shay tells the ladies that she's done with Fabo and she's focusing on herself now. We've heard this all before. Spoiler alert. Shay and Fabo are back together. She recently posted a picture of them on her Instagram. So they are back together for now. So Flo says that she did, in fact, sleep with Marlon. Yet she doesn't feel that what Claudia did to her was warranted. Flo, there's no rules when it comes to getting your lick back. You hurt Claudia and she decided to hurt you back, period. So let's not be the victim here, Florence. So then Shay says that she loves Fabo, but the trust ain't there. And she still wants him in her life. Well, why do you want him in your life? If he caused you stress and he caused you to lose your baby, as you stated, why do you want to go back to this man? Why do you want him in your life? It's like a dog going back to its vomit. Why do you insist on hurting yourself again? He ain't adding nothing to your life except stress. He disrespects your mom and you still want him. And he cheated on you and you still want him. He had a whole damn family you didn't know about and you still want him. I think Shay is afraid of being alone. So that's why she keeps going back to him. But they're back together. So I don't know. Maybe he's changed for the better. If she wants to be with Fabo and it makes her happy and brings her joy, girl, so be it. We want you to be happy. And if it's with him, then yeah, we support you. But anyway, moving on, Gaelle was crushing on Fabo and Shay called her out on it. So she goes in her confessional, right, and said that Fabo was fine, but she know he can't be faithful. But girl, you want everybody man. You want everybody man. You only interested in the men that are attached to someone. Find you a single man. Find your own man. Gaelle slept with her sister's husband. Okay. Her behavior, she lacks morals. So there isn't nothing she wouldn't do. So I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to smash Fabo after she smashed Safaree. So in the next scene, here is where Gaelle gets downright gutter snipish, just trifling. She decides she wants to confront Claudia about betraying her sister. So Claudia tells Gaelle that Florence used her to get back at Marlon, which I honestly think she did. So Gaelle goes from checking Claudia to grabbing her butt and then locking lips. Nothing surprises me anymore about this chick. Like nothing. You slept with your sister's husband. Now you're trying to smash her ex-girlfriend. Y'all in that tongue kissing and everything. This chick has no moral compass. I feel like she's in secret competition with her sister. She's unhappy with her own life and she tries to live her sister's life. She has no regard to her sister's feelings, which explains why she keep going after every person her sister is romantically involved with. Gaelle, you should have left the moment Claudia tried to seduce you, but you entertained it. I mean, she grabbing her butt, they kissing, she running her fingers through her hair. It was totally inappropriate. So now you're going to hurt your sister again. It wasn't enough that you frucked her husband. Now you're going behind her back and kissing and groping all on her ex-girlfriend. So in the next scene, everyone is at Brooke's pajama party. Eliza said in her confessional that she feels weird about keeping her relationship with Safaree a secret from Amara. Did you feel weird when you were fucking him? Huh? Probably not. She wasn't the farthest thing on your damn mind. So they decided to play a questions game. Meanwhile, Ray J is outside trying to get Marcus to invest in his sex toy line. Meanwhile, Eliza asked Amara to play her song. And at that point, she's forced to tell everybody that she did a collab with Safaree. And at this point, Bobby's pissed. He's telling Amara that she's stupid to continue to mess with Safaree, whether business or pleasure, just cut him off. And he then tells Amara that Eliza is messing with Safaree behind her back. Well, Eliza, that's what you get. You didn't want to tell your truth, so Bobby told it for you. Mind you, him and Amara are close, so he was going to tell it, whether you told it or not. And at this point, if I was Amara, I wouldn't trust you. It's bad enough that Bobby spilled the tea in front of everybody when you could have pulled Amara to the side and told her that you was a snake. Of course, Eliza is making excuses, saying she thought, well, you said you guys wasn't really together. You said it was just a storyline. Bottom line is, whether she said it was a storyline or not, you still should have told her. So you knew you was wrong, which is why you kept it from her. So Eliza gets mad and she throws a drink at Bobby. Mind you, they're in somebody else's damn house. At this point, Marcus says the party's over. Everybody got to leave. He said they ain't got to go home, but they're getting the hell out of his house. Let me say this. Eliza is not a friend to Amara, and Amara is not a friend to Eliza, but it doesn't justify what Eliza did. Okay, and then she goes on to say that she wasn't able to tell Amara because they wasn't talking at the time. Okay, when y'all started to talk again, you could have told her. You could have texted her when y'all wasn't talking. Bottom line is she should have known. You should have told her. So next week we see Trick put Trina in her place, honey. Estelita tells Shay's brother that Fabo was engaged when Shay was with him and she pretended to not know about it. And then we see Eliza telling Amara that Safaree hit her up first. It don't matter. I don't give a damn who hit up who first. You was dead ass wrong for going behind your friend back talking to Safaree. Whether or not he reached out to you, whether or not you reached out to him, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then Marcus, he ends up calling Safaree out and tells him to basically man up. And Safaree wasn't trying to hear it. He ends up spazzing out and walking away from the truth. Because, Safaree don't like to hear the truth. So he walks away from Marcus. So y'all, let me know what y'all think of this episode. I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up, and comment. Bye.